Good morning, boys and girls of the internet. Today is Saturday, August 11th, 2018. The vlog number 222. And had a pretty okay day today. Went to a friend's house and did a couple of photo shoots for her. It was fun and crazy and insane. So, pretty good times. So let's, today is Saturday, and I made a habit on Facebook, I mentioned before, of doing a Science Saturday. I usually, try to post something scientific on Saturday, and today, was supposed to be something really kind of historic, was the launch of a new space probe that was supposed to launch today, Saturday, August 11th. It's the Parker Solar Probe. Unfortunately, as I just read on Engadget and just see on this here live stream, it's delayed till tomorrow. It got scrubbed. Not sure why. I didn't see it. Let me actually see if I can read it. Update. So T4 during launch poll, the team reported a no-go status. Currently on hold, waiting word whether the countdown will restart or the launch will be scrubbed tonight. Okay, and update 3. ULA has announced the launch officially scrubbed. The team is now resetting. We'll try again Sunday morning. Okay, and they didn't give any real updates, and that was my cattail just walked by. Sorry. So, they didn't tell you exactly why it was scrubbed today, but it's pretty interesting. Now, if anybody wants to know, the Parker Solar Probe is pretty interesting. Let me kind of pull up some details on it, and I'll kind of give you some explanation real quick. I'm no expert in this kind of thing, but it's pretty neat. So basically what it says, it's a probe that is going to fly closer to the sun than any man-made object so far ever did. I don't remember if we ever sent a probe quite as close as this is going. And let's see what it says. So basically they're shooting for 3.833 million miles above the surface of the sun. Which things like, that's really pretty far away. It's really not. Considering what are we, like, how many miles away from the sun? I'm gonna look it up. I'm kind of curious. Distance to the sun. I should look at this. Okay, 93 million miles. And the probe is gonna just stop at 3.8 million miles. So it's gonna travel 89 million miles to get to the sun. It's pretty ridiculous. Now, we've had probes travel a really far distance before, a lot further than 89 million miles. We've had probes go way further than that. We have things going past Pluto. Pluto's not a planet anymore, but calm down, people. So that's way more than 93 million miles. However, in order to get close to the sun, and I saw a video of this, is that not only do we have to launch really fast, that's why they're using a Falcon 9 Heavy launcher rocket. It's going to go super fast, and by the time it reaches its final orbit, it's going to be going around the sun at 430,000 miles an hour in order to kind of orbit it. It's gonna have to, when it launches from Earth, imagine like Earth is here, Sun is over here. If it just kind of launches straight at it, the way they kind of explained it is like, okay, Earth is going around the Sun, in the ellipse that it goes. Not quite that close, but it goes around. That's momentum it has going this way. You shoot a rocket like straight out this way, it's gonna go like this, and it's like not gonna reach it. There's always trajectory, but it has that force of momentum going against it. So it's going to have to like go and then like bring momentum this way. Now it's not going to go directly to the sun. Basically, what it's going to do, it's going to go and first use Venus's gravity to manipulate its trajectory, and eventually it will kind of go around the sun, and it will kind of get closer and closer as it kind of like spirals into its projected orbit. At least that's what I've seen, what the plan is. I don't know what the time frame of that is when it finally gets to it. Okay, here it is. Before the Parker Solar Probe, the star as close as 3.8 million miles above the sun's surface, has spent 7 years encircling the sun again and again. We use Venus's gravity to fly closer to the sun each orbit while picking up speed in the process. By the time it reaches its final orbits, it was zooming around the sun at 430,000 miles per hour. That's pretty amazing. So, what are we doing this with? What are we doing with this probe? Why are we sending a probe to the sun, or close to the sun? NASA plans to use the data it beams back to figure out how we can better prepare for solar winds, which are streams of charged particles emitted by corona. Particularly strong winds could change satellite orbits, interfere with the instruments, and even affect power grids here on Earth. We've all had like blackouts and brownouts caused by solar winds. Solar winds cause the auroras at the north and south poles. See, it says, continues, if we want to head deeper into space in the future, we must first study how the solar winds can affect our vehicles. Besides, we need to take a closer look at the star nearest to us if we want to learn more about the other stars in the universe. Finally, studying the sun could shed light on the origin of life on Earth, since it's a source of light and heat. Pretty interesting. And they also kind of mentioned, it's at 430,000 miles an hour. It's pretty fast. It's going to be the fastest human-made object ever. But it's nowhere near as fast enough to reach Alpha Centauri within our lifetime. Alpha Centauri is, as far as we know, the closest known star other than our sun. It will have to travel around 7,000 years to reach that at that speed. That's pretty fast. That's pretty fast. If you're wondering, Parker will be able to withstand the sun's intense heat thanks to a heat shield made of carbon composite foam and plates. Some of the instruments use an alloy, which is very, very high melting point, and has an effective cooling system to keep its arrays, instruments, and mechanism cool and functional. Okay. So, this was a launch from Cape Canaveral this morning. Again, it's scrubbed until tomorrow. Pretty interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'll report back in 7 years. Now, maybe I'll make an update tomorrow on whether or not they do launch it tomorrow. It's probably due to like weather or something. I guarantee you that's usually why they scrub it, especially if it's just like a one-day thing, or maybe like one of their systems checks, didn't come back with anything good or something. Who knows? But extremely, extremely interesting. I look forward to learning more. I love science. I'm a very science-oriented person, and anything that related to do with space travel, I'm really interested. In another lifetime, in alternate history, I probably would have pursued being an astronaut or an astrophysicist. I don't know. Unfortunately, I never did that. I went a more creative route. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you're all excited about this scientific journey that we're going to be embarking on, hopefully tomorrow, as I am, and I look forward to learning more about our universe every day, while at the same time opening up more questions with every question we answer. And never-ending stream of questions that we continue to plow through and figure out and expand our knowledge of our universe, our origins, and our place in the universe on this speck of dust, this mote of dust, billions and billions of years. Sorry, that's my bad Sagan impression. This pale blue dot. That's all for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. I love you.